Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Living Like Lainey. Like always, I am your host, Lainey. Welcome back, Lainey Bugs. Thank you guys so much for just watching me, supporting me. Shout out to my boy Chopper. He's over here in the building, y'all. Okay, and today we have a special guest in the building. His name is Denzel, aka Deuce Mensah. Can we give it up for Denzel?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
How you doing today?
I'm doing lovely. I'm doing lovely.
And I just want to say shout out to you because it's around 5 a.m. over there. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's late, but I'm like used to staying up because of watching basketball games and other sporting events. So it's all right.
And
Thank you for having me.
yes, thank you for being here. And where exactly are you?
I'm in Yerevan, Armenia right now,
Oh,
currently.
okay. And how do you like it over there?
It's all right. It's cool. It's different from the States, but you appreciate their traditions and culture. There's like nice scenery here, so it's pretty straight.
Okay, and what are some of the cultural differences between America and Armenia, would you say?
Um, I mean, they're very outward with their religion of being Christian. They're very tight knit, very close, very nice people. I mean, Americans the same way, but
Mm-hmm.
they do different like practices with even like uh, them working. They'll be able to get like 2 hours off just to
Okay.
sleep. So it's like different stuff like that where it's a little bit different, but um,
Okay.
and it's slower than the States. It's slower
Okay.
than the States,
I think
definitely.
that's pretty dope though that you came from America, now you're over there playing basketball. I think that's really cool, like seeing the differences in the cultures and just how the people are. So that's pretty a dope thing. Now, so let's get into it. When did you discover that basketball was a passion that you wanted to pursue?
I always loved basketball, but I think when it became a passion and I knew I could like make money off of it, it was probably like my junior year in college. It took me a little bit longer than others. I was late bloomer, so
Okay.
probably yeah, my junior year in college.
Okay. And what college did you attend, if you don't mind me asking?
Nah, it's fine. I went to Penn State Wilkes-Barre.
Okay.
It's up in Pennsylvania. It's like a branch campus of Pennsylvania State University. Um, it's a small school, but
Okay.
it's a good school. I enjoyed it.
Okay. And so, what is it like playing professionally overseas? Like, I don't know, how does that look like for you? I guess. Yeah.
Um, it's cool. I mean it's a dream to be playing, doing what you love and getting paid for it. So that's a blessing. And then also it's cool. Like the kids out here, they show me hello. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse, but they show me love out here.
Okay.
This like the basketball community comes out and supports. They see me in the street, they like say hello and stuff. So it's a blessing to be out here and playing basketball.
How are the practices? Like, around what time would you say you guys go and practice?
Usually, I wake up a little bit earlier from like 8 to 9, and then we have practice at like 10, and then have a break, and then practice again at like 1 and end at like 3.
Okay. And how is that just on your body? Like, that must take a toll on you, no?
Yeah, it definitely takes a toll. It definitely takes a toll. But that's why the rest of the day you gotta rest up. I wouldn't say just be on your feet, stay off your feet, do whatever you do. Like I'll be on like YouTube watching podcasts,
Okay.
uh, and just listen to music. Like you try to stay off your feet so you can like, and definitely stretching is important because you put in a lot of tax on your body.
Right. And how are your relationships with your teammates and your coaches? Are you guys close
Uh,
or go
yeah,
ahead?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my teammates I'm very close with. We usually are in a group chat. You know, I
Okay.
send like funny. I'm the one that like sends like videos or something like
So you're
that
the funny
on
guy.
Instagram. Yeah, 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 yeah. To keep things light because you
Okay.
know if you're able to have a connection off the court, on the court, it'll be good too because it's like you can talk to them because you guys
Yeah.
know you guys are brothers.
And then you guys have good chemistry. It shows when you guys are on the court as well. So that's really good.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
why out of all places Armenia?
I was in Spain 2 years ago before COVID. I got stuck over there
Oh
during
wow.
COVID. Yeah, now you're fine. And then the next year, uh, both of my grandparents passed. I mean, grandmas passed, so I like stayed
Oh,
low.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Now you're fine.
It's crazy.
And
I just lost my
then,
grandmas too, so I feel for you. I'm here, you know.
condolences. Thank
Thank you,
you. I
thank you.
appreciate it.
Okay, but go
Um,
ahead.
yeah, but then I had an offer to go back to Spain, but I felt like it could have been a career. Like I
Okay.
could have been just set there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I want to continue growing. So then I bet on myself, and I had an offer out to Armenia,
that's amazing.
and then yeah, I did great.
Okay.
So my season went pretty well. So then now I'm getting a lot of interest. So it's a blessing.
And are there any NBA players or just anybody in general who plays basketball that have influenced you to want to play?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, like LeBron. That's like my. I say
Yes.
that in any interview I'm in. Like LeBron, uh, T Mac, and probably like Latrell Sprewell, because
Okay.
my dad was a big Knicks fan.
Okay.
So Latrell Sprewell played for the Knicks in a certain time where I just like the first time me like actually watching the game and
Mm-hmm.
being like a big fan. Yeah, I was one of my favorite players.
So, are the Lakers your favorite team or no?
I go wherever LeBron goes, so Lakers is
Okay.
definitely my favorite
Wherever
team.
he go, you go. Okay. All right.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So, how do you feel about the fans nowadays? You know, I know the fans have been interacting with the players and it's been going crazy. I just recently saw Chris Paul. I think a fan ended up in an altercation with his mom and his wife or something. So, how do you feel? Or,
Yeah.
you know, when you're over there playing basketball, does that ever happen where the fans are like acting crazy, I guess you would say?
So I'm a troublemaker. So like people know me. So like I get motivated by talking, like talking shit. So am I allowed to curse?
Yeah,
Because I don't
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
you're good,
curse.
you're
And
good, you're good.
so like I'm like the one that like talks to the fans, like make sure like because once they start talking, that makes me play better. So I'll pick someone on the crowd or even someone on the court and just like talk, not crazy, but like
Yeah.
just have a conversation and make the game fun. You know, I want like the fans to enjoy themselves too. But like out here, the fans are very respectful. They don't
Okay.
say nothing too crazy. I mean, they have their teams that they support, but you know what I mean? Like there's a line here. Like
Mhm.
there's always respect. I mean, what
Okay.
I seen with Chris Paul, I don't know how he was able to be that professional because it's
Right.
like if my mom got touched, it's over
Oof.
for the game,
No, literally.
respectfully.
That
Yeah.
situation was a little bit crazy. I can't believe that even happened. Oof.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Right next to his bench too. Oh man, that would have been wild.
I'm surprised he didn't punch him in the face or anything.
See, you thinking like me because
You
I would have
know?
been on the same time, respectfully.
So, have you been to any NBA games in the past?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been to NBA games. I was in the G League, so we were allowed to go and watch some games, and then I went to some games when I was young too. So yeah, I've been to NBA games.
Okay. So my next question now is who or what is your biggest motivation?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
Ooh,
Okay,
yes.
so my biggest motivation, it sounds like really shallow, but it's myself. Like,
Okay.
um, but it's complex. So like my biggest motivation is myself because I want to become the best player I can become, and I want to do everything I set out to do. Right.
Okay.
So I got like this season, I had a bunch of goals like
Okay.
written down, literally pen and paper, and
Wow.
I did it. And like I don't know, like self motivation I think is the best motivation because you know you can have like hate
Mhm.
or you can have people that like are two faced and like don't mess with you or whatever.
Mhm.
But that's not like constant motivation. If you're allowing other people to motivate you,
Yeah.
then it's gonna simmer down because you're not gonna be able to use that all the time. Of course, after that would be my family
Yeah.
and my support system, of course. But like I think for me, my biggest motivation is myself. Oh yeah. myself and then the kids that look up to me. That's a big motivation for me
Yeah.
because I know there's a lot of kids that are really proud of what I've been doing, especially in Ghana,
Yeah.
where my parents are from.
Okay.
So I try to like think of them anytime I'm practicing or something like that because it's like they're looking up to me,
Mm-hmm.
so I gotta make them proud.
You're a role model.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, and so when you mentioned just you writing down all your goals, know I saw that you averaged about 45 points a game. So do you feel like you're reaching your goals right now, or do you feel like you still want to become better? Like, how do you feel, I guess, overall right now in your season? Do you feel like you're doing good?
Oh, like I'm not gonna take for granted the stats is like very loud,
Okay.
but I know I can become better. So like it's a constant competition of like how good I can become. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, I have this goal in mind. I know I don't know where my peak is, but I know that this is not definitely not the best Denzel I could be, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So it's definitely like every day I try to become 2% better. You know what I mean? And then you constantly get better because you can't be 100% better the next day. So you just try to work on stuff to get better, and then you continue working on it as a compound interest. You know?
Now, are there ever times where you're watching back your games and you're constantly just critiquing yourself or in your head, or yeah, I guess.
You're asking a really good question. So yeah,
Whew,
so
I'm nervous.
so yeah, like definitely I watched back film. I'm like a big critique of myself because when I first came here, I had a really big game,
Okay.
and then I got interviewed by another platform in my parents' country, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you played so great." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think that was actually a real good game."
Mm-hmm.
But if this like someone reads the stats, they'll be like, "Yo, that's a crazy game." But it's like I'm in like I know that I could have did this better. So then I have in my head, and I'm constantly playing in my head,
Mm-hmm.
even though I'm getting congratulated by other people. It's like you can't be satisfied with what you did. You gotta keep pushing to get better.
Yeah, and you want more, you want better. And so now I have a question. So it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So how do you deal with keeping up with your mental health? Since you're constantly practicing, there's games involved. So what do you do just to clear your mind?
Wow. All right. Okay. So literally what I did today. Now you're asking really good questions,
Okay, good.
really detailed questions. So yeah, what I did today. So I went sightseeing today just to go on a walk. Sometimes it's good to be by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of I got like two friends that I live with that basically are teammates that I live with. Omega Harris and Rob Hobson.
Okay.
They're great guys, but sometimes I just need like time by myself where I can just walk around, you
Yes.
know, collect thoughts, you know, also write that like have goals in my head,
Mm-hmm.
also reflect on me being here and not taking it for granted because you know not a lot of people get to leave their country and like go and see
Yes.
and experience a different country. So you know, especially I'm thankful for it, you know what I mean, and I'm thankful for everything I was able to do out here. But you know what I mean? It's like sometimes, especially being away from home, you see everybody partying and like
Yeah.
enjoying themselves, and it's like, damn, I'm missing out. You know what I mean? But it's like, am I really missing out? Because I was
Right.
just talking to one of my
No.
basketball friends, and like he's famous, but Jesse Jones,
Okay.
Filet, and he was like, "Yo, are we really missing out, or
Mm-mm.
we not missing out?" And I was like, "Yo, we're not missing out. You know what I mean? We're doing our dream. You know."
You're
So
grinding right now. I feel like you're not missing out. You're doing good.
thank you,
Keep doing what you're
appreciate
doing.
it.
So now, when are you coming back over here?
Uh, hopefully beginning of June, like
Okay.
really beginning of June. That's like the latest I'll be out here. That's the stamp that they said. So right now it's just working out, just mentally, just you know, working out and
Okay.
enjoying, I guess, Armenia for now.
And then how I know the time difference is a couple hours you're ahead of us. How does that work when you're trying to talk to your family and stuff? Is it hard, or is it kind of like the same? You would say.
Um, it's it's hard at times. I mean, my family, my mom and my dad and my brother, they've been through this before when I've been in Spain and in different countries,
Okay.
even when I was in Ghana. So like the time difference is cool. I mean, 8 hours is a big time difference. So like usually it's when I'm waking up, you guys are sleeping,
Mhm.
cause and then when I'm sleeping is like nighttime for you guys,
Yeah.
or actually afternoon time for you guys. So it's like I just gotta find a time period in between there to communicate with them, basically.
Okay. So, would you say what are some things that you're learning in basketball that you're using in other areas of your life right now? Would you say?
Um, oh, communication.
Okay.
I'm a good communicator on the court. I'm trying to become a good communicator off the court. You know what I mean? Just with everyone in general. Just if I'm not feeling something, say I'm not feeling something.
Okay.
Uh, if I need something to be done,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And then also asking for help.
Okay.
In basketball, you need your
Yes.
teammates, but off the court, I want to do everything by myself. I don't
Okay.
like getting help or anything like that. What else is there that I do? Um, I think that's basically it. That's all I can think of right now. That's a question I definitely had to think about
No,
though,
yeah.
because it's like that's a
That's
really,
good. We
yeah,
got
that's a
your
good
mind.
question.
We got your mind flowing right now. That's good. That's good.
Exactly,
So,
exactly, exactly.
what would you be doing if you weren't playing basketball?
Mm. So you ever okay? I never had a plan B, but I
Okay.
graduated from school with a business management and minor in marketing. So I'll probably do something with business. Um, right now I have a nonprofit in Ghana where I have a top 100 camp
Okay.
in Ghana where it's like the top 100 players come to my camp,
Oh
and
wow.
then players get selected and they come to the States. I recently got the the third selected one to get his I-20, which is like a visa to come
Okay.
and play high school basketball
Wow, that's
in the States.
amazing. Can we get a round of applause for that,
Yeah.
Steve, please? Let's get a round of applause for that. So, around what age range are these kids? Are they all in high school?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the camp starts from 13 to 17. So it
Wow.
gives them a 4 year age difference.
That's
Uh
amazing.
yeah, so basically right now, hopefully by the end of the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have 6 or 7 players with a scholarship to come to the States
Wow.
and not pay anything, you know what I mean? Which is a blessing. So, like, they can change their parents' situation because most of them are coming from a very low income housing and family. So, basically, right now, two of them already here. They're in OSL, which is Our Savior of Lutheran in the Bronx,
Okay.
and they're freshmen. The one that just got a scholarship, he's going to
Okay.
Mercersburg in Pennsylvania, which is like a $70,000 a
Sheesh.
year prep school. Yeah, and he's gonna be a freshman coming in too. So it's a blessing for them. I'm just happy to give allow kids to
Yes.
change their family's fortune, you know what I mean, with the game of basketball, of course,
Mhm.
but also using education
So
too.
that was gonna be my next question. Like, why do you want to help these kids? Like, what made you want to start this out?
I think I got it from my mom. I mean, both my parents, but my mom is so like big into philanthropy and just helping out, and just seeing her and just seeing how basketball like helped me out. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I always mentored kids when I was like even like 20, 21 years old. Like, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was just like, okay, I got a big ties to Ghana. I seen that they needed help with the basketball. So I was just like, why don't I take 2 weeks out of my life and go there and run a camp to
Wow.
help the basketball coach? And I did it in 2019. It was like a one-off,
Okay.
and it went pretty well. I got a lot of publicity and stuff like that. And then COVID happened,
Mm.
and then I did it last year, and it was a blessing. You know what I mean? I had about, I think, like 70 players
Oh
in and
wow.
out come and play. You know what I mean? The skill set is like it varied. It was like some people that like just started playing basketball, but
Okay.
it's like, oh, I have an opportunity to
Right.
show me that they can come to America. And then there's some very talented players
Mhm.
who are getting scattered right now. So it's a blessing, you know what I mean? And then also it like moves the culture forward in Ghana when it comes to basketball. Because in Africa is well, they call it football, but soccer is a big sport out there.
Okay.
So that's the biggest sport. That's what they put the most money in. So I think in the next 10 to 20 years, like it can be a hotbed. I mean, it can be a hotbed now, but in the next 10 to 20 years, it's going to be a big hotbed because there's so much talent because they're just natural athletes. So if they put their mind into basketball, I'm pretty sure they'll be good.
Were you born in Ghana or no?
Now, I was born in the States.
Okay.
I was born in Elizabeth, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
So how was
And
like how did your childhood look like? Like a typical day, what were you doing for fun?
for fun, uh,
Playing basketball?
for fun, yeah, for fun, playing basketball, sneaking out the house, hanging out with friends. Not when I'm sneaking out the house, it's nothing crazy, but it's like
Okay.
my parents wanted me home at like 3 o'clock, like 3 o'clock right after school. Like I had
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
the prototypical African parents. Like if
Okay.
you hear anyone that's like African, they'll be like, "Yo, my parents are so strict,"
Okay.
and I was the one that like, "Yo, come, do my homework, go outside, play like kickball, like joke around, just do like normal kid stuff." You know what I mean? Yeah, that
Okay.
was basically it.
Okay. And so my next question for you is how do you stay motivated after a loss?
Ooh, I think it's easier to stay motivated after a loss than a win, but um you go back and then you try to, well, like you said, do I look back at games? I look back at games, see what I
Mhm.
could have done better, and then um just have the mentality of like it's not happening again. I think in my career lost 2 games in a row,
Okay.
even in like even in high school or college. So like I really put expectations of like being able to respond after adversity. So like let's say I lost, I'll be hard on myself. I'll be very hard. I don't talk to no one.
Mhm.
Uh, stay by myself, meditate, and then just wait till the
Okay.
next game to prove myself again.
And to those who don't know, who are watching, what position or what do you play on the court? Like, what is your job, you would say?
I'm a combo guard, so either a
Okay.
point guard or a shooting guard. Out here, I played more shooting guard,
Okay.
but my natural position where I feel the most comfortable with is a point guard.
Okay.
People that know my game very well know that like I love passing the ball, even
Okay.
though, see
I'm like
the
45 a
the
game. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
see, yeah, I was about to say, yeah, scoring 45 a game. It was the situation of my team. Like my team needed me to score
Okay.
45, to be productive. So what I did was just seeing what my team needed me because I came in February. They started in September,
Oh,
so I
wow.
came in like
Midway, kind of, a little
almost
bit.
yeah, not even midway.
Late.
Like
Okay.
it was 4 games before the All Star game, so it was like
Oh, okay, okay.
close to like almost
The
the end of the
end.
season, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so I seen it the first game. I was like very passive, and then I was like, oh, okay, they need me to really score. So then, ever since that, I was just very super aggressive in scoring. But when I'm like comfortable and natural, it's
Hmm.
usually just like passing the ball and
Okay, so
like,
just a lot of
you know,
assists and stuff, helping everybody
yeah,
eat. Okay.
yeah.
All right. And so just playing basketball in general, around those big crowds, how do you not get nervous or how do you not feel the pressure?
Yeah, I actually do feel the pressure. Like
Okay.
whoever says that they don't get nervous or they don't feel pressure, I don't know. I guess I'm different, but I invite it. So, I I don't know if it's like the right wording, but I
Okay.
have a fear of like not producing. So once like once I'm in the game, no, before the game, like I
Mm-hmm.
have in my head like, yo, I have to kill, I have to kill, I
Okay.
have to kill, right? Then during like I have my pre-game routine and stuff like that. And then uh I do my warm up, then I just look in the crowd and then after like the ball's up in the air,
Mm-hmm.
I get like one I see the ball go in one time, I'm good.
Yeah.
But before that, I'm a little bit nervous. Like I'm like,
Really?
dang, like you know what I mean. But then once I see the ball go in once, or once I do one good like pass or move, I'm good. Like
Okay.
I'm locked in. But before that, yeah, I am nervous.
So ideally, how would you say you prep for game days? Okay, so say if you have a game later in the day, you wake up in the morning, what is your routine?
This is wow. I'm giving you. See, I never told someone this, but okay.
Okay, we getting the
Before,
tea. Okay.
yeah. Okay, so like I'm gonna tell like, and probably people gonna watch this and know this, like
Okay.
if they're really close to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not texting no one before the game. They have to
Okay.
text me, or I'm not. My phone will not be
Yeah,
touched.
you're
It's like something that
focused.
I've been. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. I'm focused. So like I won't even say good morning text to my mom,
Okay.
like or nothing like that. She knows that like
Yeah.
during game day, she has to hit me up first. Like
Yeah.
it's just
You're
something I've
locked
been always
in.
doing.
You're locked in.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So then after that, I definitely, go through the meals. Like it doesn't matter what meal I have. It's not just nothing too heavy. Uh, just eat. Uh, play I play music, but the music I play, I can't play during the game. So it's like usually on shuffle. I mean, I can't play before the game.
Okay.
So it's like on shuffle. Usually I play R&B, like rules, like really good R&B though. I'm really big on my R&B playlist.
Okay.
So then I play some R&B. Then what you call it? I don't really talk to no one on my team either
Okay.
until I get to the stadium. Then I usually ride alone. So I'll order my taxi,
Okay.
make sure that I'm hydrated. So I'll get like
Mm-hmm.
water with lemon in it and drink it. Get to the arena. Wow. Okay. You get to the arena, make sure that I am blasting music. Now I'm listening to my Jay-Z, my
Okay.
Meek Mill, Gunna.
Everything that gets you hyped up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a certain type of music though.
Yeah.
It's like the braggadocious rap. Like it has to
Okay.
be like, yeah, that type of rap. And then
Like
I get
drill
to the
music,
game.
right? Kind of drill music, I guess, in a way. That's what they call it
No, no,
nowadays.
okay.
Wait, what's the
Oh no,
difference?
no, no.
Okay, so
I don't do
school me,
not.
huh? What car? Trap.
So like I'm not listening to like
School us real
what's his
quick.
name? All right, so I'm not listening to like I'll listen to Fabi, but I'm
Okay.
not listening to like Tay Flock or was it K
Okay.
Flock or
K Flock,
none of
yeah.
that like none of that crazy drill.
Okay.
But I'm listening to like Fabi, but there's certain songs of Fabi that I
Okay.
listen to. But like usually like Gunna, like Future, like Drake, Jay-Z, like that cloth talk, like Rick Ross, like that like money talk. Like you gotta say something that's like,
Okay, real
okay,
rappers.
yeah, real rappers that stunt, like you feel me, that talk, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay.
Then I listen to that. So then I'm usually there before my teammates.
Mhm.
So I just go there, have my headphones on. I never put my jersey on. My
Okay.
my jersey, I have my shorts on. Start jump roping. Then I like say what's up to my teammates, still have my headphones on. Then I do like my shooting routine before the game, and then we go into warm ups, and then that's the game. But that's
Okay.
like the whole day.
Okay. It
Like
sounds like
I
you're
just give you the whole day.
locked in, you're focused. So now my next question for you is how do you channel your frustration when the referee's decision doesn't go your way? So it's fourth quarter, the game is almost tied, you can't get a foul, the refs, they're not trying to give you anything. Like how do you just keep calm?
Uh, uh, so like I have a good way of talking to the refs. Like I know how to talk to refs pretty well.
Okay.
Um, if they don't give me a call, I usually laugh at them, but they kind of feel like that's insulting at times. But the relationships I have with refs, like usually they'll get let me get away with it. But I just take it as like, okay, they made a bad call, I'll get it back. It's gonna come back sooner or later. You know what
Right.
I mean? Where the game is usually evens out somehow. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So I mean, especially with me, I think the way I play, I don't get the calls always that I should get because I'm very aggressive, but I'm also very strong and have
Okay.
a physique that looks like I don't. It's hard to rep me.
Okay.
You get me? Because it's like I'm very strong. So like I'm expecting to get calls, and I
Mm-hmm.
do get a lot of calls. But
Okay.
then there's sometimes where I feel like I should get more calls,
Yeah.
but I understand.
How are the refs? How are they over there? Is there any difference you see as opposed to playing over here in America, or are they just about the same?
Mm-mm. It's different. It's very different. They let a lot more go here than it is in the States. I think it's way more physical here than it is in the States, which is good for me
Yeah.
because I like physicality and stuff like that. But uh, and
Okay.
they're technical. Like certain things that would be called a travel here,
Ooh. Okay.
you get away in the States, like James Harden or something like that. I don't know, he'd have problems because
Mm-hmm.
they'll call a lot of stuff like step backs, travels and stuff out here.
Okay. And is there anything in your gym bag that might surprise people? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had to look.
No, you're good.
I usually have a Bible in there. I mean, I won't surprise
Oh.
you because people that follow
Yes,
me know
God.
I'm like mad religious. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I'm looking in my bag right now, so I'm thinking.
Okay.
Uh, what else is there? Oh, okay. I have like a picture of my nephew,
Okay.
and what else do I have in
Would you say
there?
your nephew inspires you, or he's an inspiration for you? You would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
That's definitely so. Like, I can't wait till he gets older. He's one right now. He's about to turn two in September.
Okay.
But yeah, when he gets older, I'm gonna make him. Even though his father is like a soccer player,
Okay.
but I'm gonna make him a basketball player because he already likes playing with basketballs and stuff
Aw.
like that.
He has a
So
little hoop and a ball.
yeah, which I
Aw.
bought. So
Aw.
yeah.
Okay.
So I made sure of it before I left. But yeah, it definitely inspires me. I mean, my family inspires me a lot,
Mhm.
but it's just like the innocence of a kid. Like you see him always
Yes.
smiling, or like
They're
you
just
know what I
happy to
mean.
see
It makes your
you.
day. Yeah, you know what I mean. They're so innocent. You
It's
know
an
what I mean.
amazing feeling.
He's not. Yeah, he's not like super old right now. So
Yeah.
all he does is like when he's cool, he's happy, just chilling, relaxing. Like that's my guy. That's my guy. That's my guy.
And okay, so what is your fondest memory of this past season, you would say?
When I think okay, individually scoring 68 points, but
Okay, we see
it was
you. We see you.
yeah, that was a
How did
crazy
that
game in
feel?
itself.
How did that go? Like please tell us. That is a lot. What? How was that for
Yeah,
you?
the scenario was crazy though. So like, I had a triple double the first game of the playoffs,
Okay.
and then second game See, the 68 points is like a big story because I got hurt during the game. I would have had like
We want to hear it. We want to hear it.
80. All right.
Tell us the story.
So, so yeah, I got you. So I knew the second game. I was passing the ball in the beginning of the game, and I felt like my team wasn't like really not locked in, but they weren't making shots. So I was like, yo, I gotta go down swinging.
Okay.
So I got super aggressive, and it just felt like the rim was big. Like they were trying everything. They were double teaming me. They were
Sheesh.
in a zone. They were in I don't know if you know what these are, but like a box and one. So it's just like
Yes.
basically all these.
I low key used to
Oh,
play
okay.
basketball in high school, but don't do me. Low key, so I know what a boxing one is. Yes. So that's what they had you
Okay.
in?
They were doing everything to try to stop me, and it was just to a point of like I didn't see no one except the rim. You feel
Yeah.
me? But then like fourth quarter, my Achilles got
Oof.
like it got tight, and I
Oof.
had to sit out. So that's we didn't even win the game, but it was
Oh.
like because it was we were up before I got hurt, and
Yeah.
then I tried to come back, and then it was just like I couldn't. But yeah, but collectively, I
Mm-hmm.
guess winning the Super Cup was Super Cup was yeah, winning the Super Cup was probably collectively like the biggest goal because I wanted to win the chip when I got here, and that was literally after me being out for like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, and I wasn't even supposed to play
Mm-hmm.
because my Achilles was still messed up, but we ended up well, I ended up winning the Super Cup, so that was a big goal of mine that I got.
And to those
And
that,
then
sorry,
go
my
ahead.
bad. To those at home who don't know what the Super Cup is, do you mind like telling us what it is?
Yeah, it's a one-off game where the best two teams play each other.
Okay.
Um, and whoever wins that game wins the Super Cup. It's like a in season tournament game. It's like
Okay.
and we won it. Yeah.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who wants to play basketball professionally?
Uh, be stubborn. Uh,
Okay.
be stubborn in yourself. Be stubborn in your goals. Be stubborn in your idea of how good you are. But also, work is undefeated. Like you gotta put in that work.
Yes.
Um, I think in life in general, it doesn't matter if it's basketball or
Mm-hmm.
anything. I mean, the amount of time you put into something is the amount of, I think, what you would get back. You know what I mean?
I
It's
agree.
input equals output, so it's to a point of like, you can't expect greatness if you're not going to put the work in.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
So it's an everyday thing
And
you would say for you. Like you have to consistently practice every day, right? Would you say?
yeah,
Okay.
my parents were starting to think I was obsessive with basketball. There was times where
Because you're
I'll
passionate
work
about
out.
it. This is what you
Yeah,
want.
exactly. And I know the goals I want. So there's times where I'll be in the gym eight,
Mm-hmm.
9 hours a day and just be like, not have a life, And I feel like I'm gonna do that this year too, and not have a life. But it's a blessing. I mean, for real, I think anyone that has a goal of just being a basketball player or just a professional in general, it's like you gotta think everybody's putting in the time in. So it's like what separates you? You gotta figure out what separates you and then build on that.
And was there a time this season where you felt like you guys were just, I don't know, playing as a team, or you guys were just playing really well? Is there any specific game, or is every game you feel like you guys are just communicating, the chemistry is good, you guys are playing well together?
Oh no, there was one game where like yeah, everybody okay, so it's the All Star. I gotta give you the backstory. So it's an All Star
Yes.
game.
Okay.
It was an All Star game. I made it and I only played 4 games,
Oh
which I
wow.
think certain players were upset about it
Ooh.
around the league. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, because it's like a lot of people played like 20, 30 games already and I just came
Sheesh.
in, right? Um, but my stats are super loud. So
Mm-hmm.
like they kind of had to have me in. Um, and then I won the dunk contest.
Wow.
And
Congrats.
then
You killing it out
thank you,
here.
thank you. Yeah, no, I mean it's God. Like, not to get
Amen.
super religious or
No, no,
anything, but
I love the
it's
Lord. It is God.
all right. Yeah, it's God. Like, you feel me? Like, I give all the glory to him. So yeah. Um. So then the All Star game, I'm killing. I'm doing well, and then we have a game scheduled the next day against another player on the American squad. I played on the World squad because I'm a Ghanaian, so I played on the squad instead of the American squad. And the Americans are supposed to beat us. They're the
Yeah.
Americans, so you know what I mean. I was playing with the local players and then a couple people from Canada.
Okay.
Um, but the Americans had most of the talent, which they had a lot of good players on their team. But it's the first time that the world team beat the American squad, which is an accomplishment in itself. But to get back to the thing
Yeah.
and not ramble,
No, you're good.
one of the Americans was talking crazy during the game,
Oh boy.
and he was like, "Yo," and I live for stuff like that. So he was like, "Yo, you're not gonna do that against my team. I got something for that." And I was like, "I'm just letting it go because I'm not worried about that." There was another player on the American team who I respected, and he we pushed each other every time we played. His name is Omega Harris.
Okay.
We were going at each other at the game, and I guess the other one felt away, and he was on the bench. He didn't even play the game, so I was just like, all right, and I've been playing, which that blew me too.
Yeah.
But I remembered it. Mind you, I had two teammates on the American team that were selected on All Star game, and they heard it and they just shook their head because they know me. I
Mhm.
live for stuff like that because I'm like obsessive. So like if someone says I can't do something, I will remember it
Right. And you go
and
do
then
it 10 times better.
do it. Yes, exactly. So shout out to I'm gonna send Jamal this too because he's gonna see this. But Jamal and Artum was on the Armenian and world team. That's like my brother out here. Like
Okay.
he's Armenian, but he showed me Armenia. Like he took me to the hookah lounges. I do
Wow.
hookah.
That's
Like that's the only
amazing.
thing I do. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
only thing I do. But yeah, I do hookah heavily, but I stopped during the season because
Okay.
it's not good for you. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean. But like he showed me around the city. Like he was my tour guide. He was
That's amazing.
anything I needed. Anything I needed, he made sure I was good. Right,
I just
and
love
he knows
good
how to
people.
motivate me.
Good people.
Yeah, he's different. He's not even good. Like he's like special. Like you know when people be like, "Yo," someone give their shirt off their back, he'll
Mhm.
give you a house, not even a shirt,
Wow.
like a house. Like yeah, he's
So
a bless. He was a blessing to me.
he basically made you feel like you were at home.
Exactly, and I came in late in the season, so for him
Yeah.
to do that and make sure I was good, take me out, make sure that I felt like I was home and I was comfortable, like till whenever I'm playing the next
Mhm.
year, I'm buying him a flight and he's watching
Oh.
me play. Like I told him that already. Like, but yeah. So then the game comes the next day. So Molly, I want Jamal. He gonna see this.
Shout out
He's
to
gonna start
Jamal.
dying. Shout out to Jamal. He was like Denzel. Don't forget. Don't forget what he said. Mind you, I'm so locked in because he knows me. So I'm locked in. He's like, "Oh, you got the focus look." I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't even talk to him, but he knew. Like, I'm dunking everything in warm ups. I'm wilding, and then we get to the huddle. Oh my god, they like, yo, Denzel's about to kill. And then in the first quarter, I think I had like 20 points, but it was just like
In the first quarter?
everybody was, yeah, in the first quarter, I was
Sheesh.
snapping.
You're a
Yeah.
beast.
I'm all right.
Sheesh.
I'm chilling. I'm decent.
You
You
locked
feel
in.
me?
Okay, so you said you
Yeah, I
had
was
20
locked in.
points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a team thing. Like everybody was hooping. Everybody. I think they were hooping because of me because it was like,
Mhm.
yo, Denzel's locked in, so everybody was locked in. So they were
Yeah.
all hooping. We're all, and I think that was a big game for us because it changed the season where it was just like everybody like knew their roles and
Mm-hmm.
everybody was like
Did their part.
actually, yeah, did their part, but they showed like, yo, we're not gonna let Denzel like down, not even like let me
Mm-hmm.
down, but they were there for me, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like I can have all these stats, but it's like
Of course.
if we don't win, it looks terrible. So it's like
Very true.
they played hard, and we ended up winning. We ended up winning. They came back, but we ended up winning. So it's a blessing.
Wow. And honestly, I feel like you're doing well, from what you're telling me, it looks like you are a leader. I feel like you're helping your team get to where they need to be. You're helping motivating people. God, it's funny that you said that you feed off just like, okay, like, he was talking shit and you was like, all right, bet. Like, so now I'm really about to get out here and we're going to really
Oh
see who really balls out here. So,
yeah, like I can hear something from like fan, one of the other players. There's been countless times where I heard some players say something, and I just okay, I jot it down in my head,
mm-hmm,
and I'll be like, okay, they shouldn't have done that because I'm a person who feeds off of like that. Like that's one thing. That's my
mm-hmm.
quality. Like if someone doubts me, I'm really will remember it, especially if I'm playing you, and then it's up.
That's your motivation that fuels you. Okay.
Yeah, it fuels me. It definitely fuels me. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's just talk about not basketball for a minute. So, ideally, what do you like to do for fun? You have a day off or you're off on the weekend. I don't know if that happens very often, but ideally, what are you doing? Like, what are your friends about to do for the weekend?
Okay, so like I'd like to see. I'm a adventurous person, so I was actually like today. I just went for a walk, just seeing Yerevan. I like museums,
Okay,
like different type of stuff, artsy stuff. I like artsy stuff. I love fashion, so like you know what I mean. I go shopping sometimes, go and
okay.
see what's up, what's new trends and stuff like that. Um,
How
of
are
course,
how are like their malls and stuff out there? Are they big? Or are they just about the
nah,
same? Would you say?
they got one big one I seen. I went there only once, but it's right by the stadium. That thing real nice. It's big. I mean, it's not like Jersey. Okay, so it's not like Jersey Gardens, but it's like a
Okay.
little bit smaller than Jersey Gardens. But it has like all designer stuff. So it's
Oh
like Short
wow.
Hills and Jersey Gardens put together, kind of thing.
Ooh, I need to go there. Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's fire. It's fire. I mean, their fashion here is fire. I mean, I know a lot of people biting off their European swag anyway. So it's
Yes.
like they can dress out here. They dress like I don't know, like regular calm day, I'll be wearing shorts,
Okay.
like this, like just chilling, right? But they just dress up every day, and it's like, okay, now I'm feeling like I'm underdressed, and I hate feeling underdressed.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'll go home and put on some other clothes. Like, yeah, y'all bugging, like, yeah.
really?
But nah, it's love. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, they dress up crazy. Like I'm cool with my sweatpants. They looking at me like, okay, all right, let me put
Right.
my jeans and let me get my jeans on and stuff like that. I don't like how y'all looking at me like, but nah,
Do
that's,
you guys
that's dope.
do you guys ever go out to the bars or clubs over there?
Yeah,
How is it over
yeah.
there? Like what is the atmosphere like in the clubs over there?
It's only been one time I had fun out here when it
Oh.
comes to that because it's like, first of all, I have a certain music I like to hear, like you
Okay,
feel me. So
yes.
it's like yeah, they're playing stuff that's like not played where we're at all. So it's like
So are we
they
gonna hear
like
Meek Mill or nah? Would you hear Meek Mill in there?
nah,
Oh.
definitely not hearing Dreams of Nightmares. I ain't never
Oh
heard Dreams of Nightmares since I've been
no.
here.
No
Yeah,
way. So
there was
what
one time.
go ahead.
There was one time where they were playing a little bit of something, and that was one. There was one club, and that's because like I guess the guys are from like they're from actually Ghana, but they're like Americanized. So like they were
Okay.
playing like trap music and stuff like that, which is straight.
Okay.
But that was only one time, and then I went there the next time. It was like dead, so it was like damn, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're not hearing Meek Mill here. You're
Ooh.
hearing you're hearing techno,
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh. It's
I
alright.
mean, techno's cool. I mean, I don't judge,
Yeah.
but
After a while
I'm
it's
not.
like, okay.
yeah, it's like okay, and I don't drink. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's like okay, I'm not even gonna get too lit to be like,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
okay,
feeling it.
yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I gotta be, yeah. If I'm out, I gotta hear my music. I gotta be vibing,
Yeah,
get my
literally.
shisha, my hookah, and be like chilling. You
Mhm.
feel me?
Okay. And so my last question for you is what is your goal for this year?
Uh,
If you have one.
I mean, yeah, I can tell you. I mean, obviously, I think go to a new team and dominate there. I mean, it's big for me to be consistent. I push myself in consistency, so definitely just get better during the off season and stay focused, locked in, and then enjoy the fruits of my labor a little bit when I'm back in Jersey. You
And
know,
do you
shout
have
out
go ahead.
shout out to Deuce weekend. You feel me? I'm gonna have my birthday
Oh,
weekend,
I
have a
better
nice
be
pool party.
invited.
Of course, we outside,
You
and it's around your
capping.
area too.
Oh,
Respectfully,
okay, okay. I better get
yeah,
an invite.
I'm gonna tell you the details. Yeah, but yeah,
Okay.
definitely, we outside.
Okay.
Um, but I'll be
Yes.
definitely in the gym most of the time, like 95% of the time. But it's just like, just getting better in the off season, trying to help out all the kids in the camp, do a good camp, and then enjoy family too. That's important because I'm not gonna be close to them. What you call it when I'm overseas, so I gotta enjoy them as much as I can when I'm here.
Yes. So I just want to tell you that thank you for coming on the show. You should feel very proud of yourself, just helping the youth. I thank you again for coming. You were amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Um,
Great
Thank you.
interview. You did well.
I was so nervous. I was so nervous. But okay, thank
Nah,
you,
you did
Denzel,
well.
for being here. You guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you back on Living Like Laney.